90-day rule is like the stupidest thing you can ever come up with.
Shit is bullshit.
That's bullshit.
It's bullshit.
I was just talking to a girl about
the 90-day rule the other day. Like, he can dad you right after 91st day.
First off, the first time I ever heard of the 90-day rule, I seen the movie Think Like a Man.
Who came up with the 90-day rule? The real question, 'cause that shit is stupid.
Steve Harvey or something?
Yeah, like, was it
Steve Harvey? Like,
Steve Harvey, you stupid
bitch ass nigga.
You stupid, Steve Harvey, because this shit does not make a difference.
I feel like the 90-day rule is necessary. Okay, I feel like it's not 90 days, but at least 30 days.
I don't think 90 days is too long. I think you can go more than 90 days if you really want to.
I think the 90-day rule is silly because you will never know if a guy is honestly into you if you practice the 90-day rule.
I just feel like it's necessary because you have to get to know somebody. And that's if you just want to hit it and quit it, that's cool. But like on some relationship, long-term stuff, you gotta get to know them, know their likes, dislikes, because it just makes it more, it makes it more meaningful.
I get the whole concept of like getting to know somebody before you have sex with, before you give up the ultimate prize, which is sex. But I just want to let you know, like, if you're not having sex with me for 90 days, I'm having sex with somebody else during the 90 days. And after your 90 days is over, then we can go. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna go without just because you want to prove a point.
Just because you don't have sex with somebody for 90 days doesn't mean they're gonna wife you.
Like, that's a high risk.
Sometimes 90 days can be a little long.
90 days is extremely too long. What's that, 3 months?
What if you get to the 89th day, and then the next day you're like, oh. And it's not, it's not what you expected it to be.
Whoa.
So basically, that's a 3-month trial period.
Any exceptions to the 90-day rule? You might just be hot and bothered one day. You just need to get your rocks off.
Before 90 days and you feel like that's what you want to do, then girl, you go ahead and do that. I mean, hey, it's whatever.
If my birthday, Valentine's Day, Christmas, or Martin Luther King Day follow in any of those 90 days, you're gonna have to give me some.
I think sex should be a natural part of the relationship and you can't really put a time limit on it. And I think the 90-day rule is an easy way for men to set up a space for women to believe that they're into them when they're really not.
If you ready to have sex with someone,
and y'all have that,
go for it. I mean,
nothing's
yeah,
about to happen.
Yeah, you know the girl's not a hoe. You know the guy's not a hoe. You actually just really want to. Go ahead, then keep dating, keep moving on forward with what you guys want to do. Yeah.
A super dominant woman is a woman who just don't need you. That shit is turn on. Like, she needs you, but she really doesn't need you. Like, she can do probably even better off without you.
Independent and a dominant woman are two different things. I think an independent woman is a woman who, number one, thinks for herself. Number two, has the ability to provide for herself. She might not have a full-time job right now, but she has the ability to get one. And number three, a woman who can provide for herself. She has access to her own car. She has her own space to live in, or she has her own means for money. She has the ability to live on her own. A dominant woman is a woman who takes independence a step too far. And I think dominant women are women who try really hard to exude their independence, and it's actually, I think, a very bad thing.
But that's how I want it to be, though. No, I do. She's not going to be super dominant, but I mean, I want her to be able to take care of herself, and I want to be able to,
She's gonna be trying to bitch you feel me? Like,
and that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
As simple as that.
So if you get a super dominant woman, you just gotta break her down.
I mean, she's going to be like super, and I'm going to be like super.
Yeah, so you gonna have
So I'm cool with it.
just be a man.
Right.
Independent, dominant woman. Like, I love women who can provide for themselves. Don't need a man for anything.
No reason for a woman to be super dominant. That's what a guy's for. But independent, yes, I feel like that's very important. Because, a guy's not going to always be there to get it for you. So you need to be able to get it for yourself. But you also need to know how to, allow a guy to help you when necessary.
If you're a super dominant where you had to, like, everything you do, you have to show that you can do it, like, when it comes to Maybe the sink clogged up. You trying to damn unclog the sink. Like, damn, just let me do that. Just go get your nails done or something like that. You gotta drive everywhere. You can get the door for yourself. All that type of shit. Like, just be a woman. Like, let a man take care of you.
Women who are just overly dominant, like they just are so independent and don't need anybody for anything. That's not attractive. So if you don't need anybody, if you don't need nobody, and you can do it all by yourself, then why be in a relationship? You don't need nobody then. You can do it by yourself.
I like to think of myself as a pretty headstrong woman, and I was dating this guy in high school, and one of the things that my mom taught me early on is that you can't emasculate a man. You have to let him be a man, quote unquote. And by that I mean you have to let him, just because you can pay for dinner doesn't mean that you should. You should let him know. The man should know that you can pick up the tab, but you don't have to pay for dinner every time. I think that's the fine line between being an independent woman versus being a domineering woman. An independent woman, the man knows she can pay if you ain't got it. Domineering woman will fight you for the check. And that's the fine line. So you should let a man pay whenever he wants to. You should let a man hold the door. You should let a man drive whenever he wants to. You have to stroke a man's ego to make him feel like a man.
Nobody want to deal with that. Calm down, girl. That time of the month is like the devil just decides to come in and wreck everything, and Mother Nature is helping him. It's like they're jumping you, and your ovaries hurt, and you don't want to talk to nobody. You just want to lay down, and you don't want to eat. I don't want to be bothered when that time of the month comes. I just hate it.
I feel like that is the worst thing that could ever happen to you. I think it's disgusting. Having that time of the month is just, like I said, disgusting.
Nah, because you know she not pregnant to an extent, unless she pregnant on her period. So sometimes the period, when that period comes, you just like, thank you, Jesus.
Like, maybe the first few days I'll like kind of be away, but after that I should be okay.
Unless you about to rub my stomach or something, then I probably don't want to be around you because you about to aggravate me, and I don't feel like being aggravated.
I try to stay occupied. Like, so I can be doing stuff, running errands, cleaning up, so I just ain't gotta be with her, you know what I mean? Because she can't.
Like, you weird or
I
something.
mean, no, I'm just saying, like, I got homework, I gotta study, I just try to stay away.
You don't steer clear, because that's just being a real butthole. You don't steer clear. You just make sure she got what she need. Rub her belly, give her some ice cream, and she'll be alright.
No, I don't think my attitude changes during that time of the month. I don't crave anything. I really just like want it to be over with. Like I said, I think it's disgusting. I mean, I might have a little too, but I mean, I don't know.
You know, my mama used to be on her damn period. I used to I would sleep in the car, like, that shit was hell. My mama, but it's all good, menopause.
You just gotta understand. You might be understandable.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You gotta understand that feelings, their emotions are all involved with this process that they're going through. So, be understanding.